I'm super excited for this video because today I'm going to cover everything you need to know about Klaviyo automations, Klaviyo flows. So all the flows your store absolutely needs, plus what content buckets to tackle on each flow as well. So buckle up because I'm going to cover everything you need to know about Klaviyo flows, right? Now, flows are basically money on autopilot. Having the proper flow infrastructure is going to help you make money 24/7 and tap into every stage of the entire customer journey. That way, you don't leave any stones unturned, and you cover the entire funnel, and you make sure your store makes money on autopilot 24/7. For pretty much all of our clients, the flow revenue represents between 40 and 60% of the entire retention revenue, so the entire email revenue. So this is extremely important to make sure we have all the core flows in place. And I wouldn't say it's going to be set and forget type thing, but it kind of is. So once you have all the core flows set up, you shouldn't typically spend a bunch of time every day making sure they're optimized because they should be making money from the get-go, a lot of money. So that being said, let me dive into the first important flow. Or actually, before I do that, let me cover something very important. So if your pop-up is not converting at least 4% of your traffic on both mobile and desktop, fix that first before you focus on the flow infrastructure. So you can A/B test offers, mainly actually, then triggers, and then finally copy and design. So make sure the offers and everything you have, your pop-ups are converting at least 4% of your traffic. Extremely important because if your pop-up is not converting optimally, you're not going to get enough people into your email flows, aka funnel, and so it doesn't make any sense. Make sure you have all that foundation in place so the pop-ups are converting at least, again, 4% of your traffic, all right? So what are the core flows that your brand absolutely needs? First things first, of course, the welcome series. The goal with this flow right here is to convert website signups and length at least 5 to 6 emails long. And this is going to be by far the most profitable flow you can ever create and the most valuable one for prospects, for prospect education and nurturing. So make sure this is completely dialed in. Make sure this flow is completely dialed in. I repeat, because most of your flow revenue is going to come from this one and the abandoned checkout, but mainly this one right here, all right? So mistakes to avoid when it comes to this flow right here: not using dynamic codes in your email, essentially in your flow emails, having smart sending on, having double opt-in on. This is more on the pop-up on your list sort of things. Having a very short welcome sequence, less than 4 emails inside your welcome flow, not having urgency in your last emails of your welcome series with the offer, not covering multiple USPs, unique selling points, and introducing the brand mission or founders. This is a big one as well. And then finally, which is one I see pretty much 90% of brands making, is not tagging people in the flow to exclude them from campaigns, from one-off campaigns. So what are so make sure you actually keep these mistakes in mind in order to, of course, avoid them in the future, right? Now, let's dive into the content buckets. For email number 1, we want to have a welcome, of course, welcome messaging plus the incentive offer in the pop-up, whether it is a discount code or whatever it is. Don't overcomplicate this email. It's made to convert the offer, the discount code ASAP. Email number 2 is meet the team founders. You can cover brand mission, value stories. You can cover your unique selling points, what makes you different, and what to expect from you when it comes to your email marketing. Email number 3, this is going to be a social proof email. So the goal here is to get people over the line, testimonials, success stories, PR, awards, influence collaborations. If you collected zero-party data in your pop-up, you can set up conditional splits at this stage to further personalize your copy and overall your angles when it comes to your welcome series. Email number 4, product information. You can showcase your best sellers. You can dive into the USPs, again, very important. Email number 5, this is when you can have some urgency, last chance for incentive plus FAQs or objection handling. And this is why a dynamic code is so important, because if your code is welcome 15, people know it's not going to expire. So the urgency is not as powerful, right? However, if the code is, I don't know, welcome SR 2, 4, 6, then of course they know it's a unique code and the urgency is way more powerful. This is extremely important, especially for bigger brands. And email number 6 and upwards, essentially, you're basically 6 and plus, you can dive into more brand product education, and you can basically use high-performing campaigns you've sent in the past. So one-off campaigns, you can reuse them as extra emails in this flow. That works extremely well, and it's an easy way to basically have a better welcome series without any more effort put into it, right? So that's the welcome series, extremely important. Again, the most important flow by far. Now, let's dive into the site abandonment. So I'm going to go through the entire funnel from top of the funnel all the way to down of the bottom of the funnel, right? So first things first, site abandonment. Goal here is to educate, make people aware of the brand, and drive people down the funnel. Length, 2 to 5 emails. There's 4, some examples here. Content buckets, of course, it depends on your brand, but for the first email, you can showcase popular products. You can touch on unique benefits that could encourage a purchase. Free shipping over X amount, all natural, less calories, etc. Email number 2, social proof focus. You can highlight unique selling points or your company mission. So these emails in this flow right here are very general, very vague, they cover things at a high level because you don't have any more information about where the customer is in the customer journey, because of course they only visited your website and not too much it, right? Now, moving on, the product abandonment or browse abandonment, whatever you're gonna call it. Goal here is to remind people of the products they visited, their unique selling points, and drive people again down the funnel even further. So the checkout, for them to check out and purchase. Length, 2 to 5 emails as well here. Mistakes to avoid, not having your product tracking on, smart sending on, not having urgency in the last emails, not covering multiple unique selling points, and not tagging people in the flow to exclude them from campaigns. This is a big one that I'm going to cover pretty much across the board, is in your core flows, pretty much all your flows, you should tag people that go through it in order to exclude them from your campaigns, right? If someone already started checkout, then what's the point of sending them weekly campaign, of sending them every campaign that's more top of the funnel? There's no point, right? You have to let them go through the entire flow, and then untag them at that point, if that makes sense. So make sure you tag people going through flows in order to, again, exclude them from campaigns, right? Content buckets here to cover. Email number 1, reminder of the items viewed. Don't overcomplicate this first email. It should be pretty straightforward and serve as a simple reminder. Email number 2 is you can add some context and cover the unique selling points of your brand as a whole, not the products viewed specifically. So utilize social proof, testimonials, reviews, press. You can also offer an incentive here, a discount, for example. And email number 3, you can introduce the incentive if you didn't in the previous email, or add urgency to your offer as well. Abandoned cart flow here. So, by the way, this is different than the abandoned checkout. This is not the abandoned checkout. Please keep it that in mind. I don't know, for whatever reason, for example, Klaviyo calls this one the abandoned checkout, but this is the abandoned cart. This is not the abandoned checkout. So the goal here is to remind cart items plus push the purchase. Again, this is not the abandoned checkout. This is I left the checkout out, but essentially it's like this is not. Again, I repeat, this is not the abandoned checkout. All right. Length, 3 to 6 emails here. So email number 1 should be a reminder that of the items in the cart. You can mention benefits such as free shipping for spending X amount. Email number 2, items are seated in the cart. You can include product testimonials to nudge them in the right direction. Email number 3, you can offer a discount to new customers, not returning customers, really important. And you can have some social proof and kind of a feature in section as well. And then you can have other product recommendations with a dynamic product block for this specific flow. Now, abandoned checkout, this is pretty much same as abandoned cart. It can be a bit more aggressive because they're further down the funnel. Length, 4 to 6 emails here. This is the second most important flow by far. So key things to keep in mind for this flow, and these are things you can actually keep in mind for the previous flow as well, for the abandoned cart. So you can tag them. You need to tag them, as I mentioned before, to exclude them from campaigns, and you can get rid of them. Make sure to get rid of the tags when they've come through the entire flow without purchasing, right? Make sure you add a SMS steps And you can add less SMS steps for returning customers. If it is a returning customer, don't offer a discount on the flow. Also tailor the copy to acknowledge we know they're customers already. And instead of giving out margins, discounts, you can promote a payment plan or a subscription, for example, that works really well. Make sure this flow is at least 4 emails long, and don't give out margin too soon. So the first 2 emails should only serve as a reminder. So should only be used as a reminder. People get busy because of kids' work and they don't have the credit card with them. Life just gets in the way, so most likely they just forgot about it. So make sure the first 2 emails, they are pretty much reminders, and that's pretty much it, right? Also, you can condition split the flow based on high value versus low value card. Again, this is more for bigger brands. So low value, you can potentially don't want to give them an incentive on the 3rd email. You might want to do something like buy now, pay later. Whereas for high value, you might want to give them margin on the 3rd email straight away, right? So content buckets here, email number 1, reminder, pretty straightforward, simple works here. Always remember to use dynamic blocks, of course. Email number 2, social proof, and then you can cover some unique selling points and benefits. Email number 3, you can potentially, again, show them a payment program if they're a returning customer, or offer a discount if you're a new customer, right? Email number 4, or a prospect, if you will. Email number 4, last chance for incentive plus FAQs or objection handling. Now, let's dive into more post-purchase flows here. So post-purchase, repeat purchasers. The goal here is to reduce buyer's remorse, build hype, increase product enjoyment, upsell, cross-sell, and convert first-time purchasers into repeat purchasers. Length, 4 to 12 emails. So this is actually the longest flow by far. The content bucket. So I broke down this flow into like 2 different triggers. The first one being the place order. And for this one, for email number 1, we want to do a thank you for your purchase, very straightforward. Plus, send people to your social channels. And then you can wait 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then have the email number 2, which is essentially an upsell with a great offer with urgency. Now, when the order has been fulfilled, email number 1, you can showcase success stories and what makes your products better than others in the market. That way, you can reduce buyer's remorse. Email number 2, you want to provide product education for maximum enjoyment or for product care. This is going to help your customers get the best possible results with your product, which equals less returns from happy customers. Email number 3, you want to cross-sell, upsell with relevant products, so you can use urgency to increase LTV. Email number 4, last chance to upsell, cross-sell offer, increase LTV as a goal here. Email number 5 is where you can collect UGC, so UGC collection, and you can offer an incentive to further accelerate social proof collection as well. Email number 6, send people to other channels as well. Just basically stay omnipresent in case they churn, which they will, essentially. Just that's how it is, right? And then bonus, 7, 8 emails, 8, 9, whatever. You can introduce a referral system. You can collect qualitative data for better marketing decisions and product development as well in this specific flow, because these are your customers. And of course, the value and the info you can essentially extract from them is extremely valuable, right? Now, VIP flow, the goal here is to increase LTV and for them to become brand ambassadors. These are your most valuable customers, so treat them well. Length, 3 to 5 emails, this is a pretty straightforward flow as well. Content buckets, email number 1, let them know they're special, they're a VIP. Lay out the VIP perks and potentially show them a larger discount they can get. Email number 2, offer reminder that we actually offered here in the first email. And then you can showcase popular products as well here. Customer win back, goal here is to recover lost customers and increase LTV. Length, 3 to 7 emails. Here, pretty cool email from Dollar Shave Club here. So email number 1 is to basically a soft nudge, check-in, to just put your brand back on the radar. You can let the customers know that you actually noticed that they left and they stopped buying from you. If you have relevant updates such as new products, this is your chance to showcase them. You can offer a discount right off the bat to win them back as well. Email number 2, reminder of the incentive if you offer them something. This email has more urgency. You can include different products than you included in email number 1. So if email number 1 was showcasing the best sellers. Here you can showcase the new releases, for example. And make sure you include strong social proof as well for this flow right here. Email number 3, you can utilize urgency and you can include unique quality benefits, unique selling points as well here for this specific email in this flow, right? Moving on, we've got the replenishment flow for consumer product brands. So the goal here is to remind customers to replenish their products, basically which equals increase LTV, length 3 to 5 emails. So I'm not going to showcase kind of the content buckets for it because it's really dependent on the brand itself. But as long as you have a trigger for this is going to be extremely valuable for your brand. Next, we've also got some other like the flows. Like for example, this flow right here is very, it's kind of optional. It's secondary, right? The sunset and engage, for example. The goal here is to get rid of unengaged people, clean your email list, and reduce your Klaviyo bill and improve your deliverability as well. Length 1 to 2 emails. I've covered how to create a proper sunset and engage flow. So if you haven't checked that video, feel free to do so. And then a review request as well. So the goal here is to collect reviews for social proof and UGC ads and stuff like that. Extremely valuable. Length 1 to 3 emails. So you can offer an incentive. Again, you can either have a flow here, specific flow for this, or you can have a kind of email or 2 emails inside your thank you flow asking for a review, right? All right, next we've got the birthday flow. So this is, again, secondary as well. The goal here is to increase LTV through personalized offers, the length 1 to 3 emails, and it's pretty straightforward. So that's pretty much it for this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in it, please don't forget to drop a like and a comment. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you're running an e-commerce brand doing over 50K per month right now, and you want a reliable, high-performing email marketing team to handle your email marketing, we'd be more than happy to put together a specific plan of attack and audit, free audit for your brand. And that way we can see if we can help you. If we can, we'll make an offer. And if it makes financial sense for you as well, we'd be more than happy to scale your email revenue. So you can find a link to my Calendly in the description box below, as well as in this Gamma doc that I'm going to share in the description box below as well. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.